Hello and welcome to this video where I'm going to be showing you how to create a blog or walking you through a blog tutorial with Systeme. So overall what I'm going to be doing is showing you the steps so that you can actually go in, know exactly what you need to edit, and then of course you can accommodate it to your own brand, your name, and so on and so forth. If you're not familiar with Systeme, they are overall a landing page sales funnel platform with many other features such as creating a blog. If you'd like to test them out, I will put a link down below in the description. They come with a free plan which does allow you to create a blog. Let's continue. So first and foremost, you can't see it, but there's a blog section up top. I click on that. When you click on create a new blog, you'll get taken here. I'm going to name it blog. The URL path is going to be blog. Very simple, I know. And of course, you get to pick a template. I've already gone through and kind of looked at the ones I want to choose. Just to give you an example, this is the one I'm going to be going with. Pretty simple stuff, but let's roll with it. After that, scroll on down to the bottom here. Click on create. Okay, and we're done. Congratulations. That's it. Just kidding. There's actually, almost kidding. There's actually not a whole lot that you need to do. Before, there was a help document when it comes to obviously creating your blog. And it was kind of like create your blog, then some pages. But since then, they've improved where a lot of the things are already done for you. As you can see, there's just some random blog posts in different categories. But aside from that, you can go to the pages section, you can go to the categories section, and you can choose which ones you want to use, create, and obviously change around. Like category 1, if we're talking about internet marketing, could be like landing pages. Category 2 could be sales funnels. 3, webinars, whatever it's going to be. But let's get started when it comes to the pages. Let's go to the home page first. I'm going to show you how we can kind of edit this by clicking on it, of course. And now that we're here, this is pretty much just going to show you what you have. This can be an example of a post. Obviously, is going to be read more. Now, anytime you're editing the homepage, you won't, there you go. You won't be able to edit this top part or the bottom part. I'll show you how you can do that. Overall, this is going to be the post listing, so you're probably not going to want to edit this. This is going to be all of your latest blog posts. That's a good spot to actually keep that there. And of course, we're going to have some pictures and so on and so forth. I'm not going to make any changes to this first because I want to show you and talk about like the actual creating of a blog post. So let's go to posts. Let's create a blog post. I'm going to call this, okay, so it's just going to be a Systeme blog post. That's going to be the URL path. I'm just going to choose an image of the island that I always have. Okay, that looks good. Just a random example. Let's say it's category 1 and create. So creating a blog post is pretty simple. Once it's there, notice how it's not going to be active. So when you have it like this, it's not actually published. Just kind of consider it being in draft mode. So it's a drag and drop builder. We have our image here that I uploaded. We have our main headline, our title. And of course, from there, what we can do is drag and drop the elements that we want to use. So if you're familiar with, like, say, Elementor or Thrive themes, it's very similar to that, where you can have elements and, of course, blocks. That's taking a little while to load, but there you go. Opt-in forms, features, page footers, team presentation, welcome, price plans, page headers, and testimonials. It's nice that they have those things. But for this, let's just go with text. From here, we can click on this. There's a few things we can do. We can change around the font type if we want, add padding, align it. I like to the left. I don't want to center everything. And of course, all we need to do is double click, highlight it all, and then you can type away right here. And of course, that's what you're going to be doing on throughout there. I'm just not going to type everything out. But as you keep going, that's where you're going to have your paragraph. And eventually, you might want to have a headline. So what you can do is actually add that right below as well. This will say be your H3, or actually H2, excuse me. H1 is up top. So your next headline. And then, of course, we're going to have some text under that. And pretty much what you're going to do is keep repeating the process. Oops. I chose the wrong one, didn't I? Should have done text. There we go. And there we go. And once again, this is going to be your text. You can keep typing away and so on and so forth. And that's pretty much how you can build your blog. Like, you don't have to walk you through too much there, right? Aside from other things that you can do, table of contents, input box. Once again, you have images. You'd be dragging this, say, under the headline because that's a good spot for it. And that's where you can add in your image, whether you want it to be a mountain like this or an island or obviously something that's going to be related. And notice how like this picture is very close to this. What you can do is click on this and you can change it around based upon where it is. Let's see. So margin, what we can do is move that down. So by doing that, it's not going to be touching it like 100%. So if you got OCD like me and you're like, that is way too close for my liking, we can just move it a little bit more. So keep in mind that's something you can do. You can edit around the spacing when it comes to the pictures, the headlines, whatever it's going to be. Let's save this just so we can show you what it looks like when we go back. And of course, what we can do now is publish it is right here. So once we publish this, it's going to be live, local, and late breaking. Okay, confirm. And just like that. So let's exit this. We can view our blog now if we want. Remember, that's going to be there naturally. But notice how we had the recent blog post. That's why I said you probably want to keep that one. These are all just dummy ones. Let me show you what they look like. Okay, once again, pictures. I mean, that's like a perfect example of what it is, all right? Just images, pictures, images/pictures, and of course, text. Pretty simple, pretty basic. Let's go back and I'll show you what this looks like. Okay, it's in the first category. Obviously, we can change that around. It's just a blog post showcasing how you can do that. It's just everything repeated, but you can change around the font and so on and so forth. Let's go back over to here. And we can go to pages as well. So we talked about the home page, about, contact. A lot of that's going to be similar. Let's say I want to change this. Let's go to settings, rename. And like I talked about, let's say this is like sales funnels. We talk all about sales funnels. SEO title, it doesn't have the red star next to it, so it's not super important. If you want to add that to it, you can, but sales funnels for beginners. I'm just going to copy this, paste it in the description, and click on save. And just like that, that is now called sales funnels. And of course, we can delete the other one. Say we don't want number 3. We just want to go with 2 right now. Let's confirm that. And there we have that. Okay, so one more thing I do want to talk about, like I said, this is more so a quick tutorial to show you how you can navigate around your blog. Now that you know how to upload things, add text, it's more about tweaking it to your liking, okay? And one last thing I do want to talk about is going to be the blog layout. This is going to be right here. Let's click on this. And you'll notice it's going to be the top and the bottom. These were the sections that I said that you couldn't edit unless you were in another section, which we are right now. And that's where you can actually go in and change this around. So if you click on this, you can say, where do you want this to go? It can go to the home page. You can open a new window. Obviously, you can add articles. You can go to the blog link. You can change this around to a custom URL. It's really going to be up to you. This is going to be the logo scenario. So logo, if you wanted to get rid of that, you can click on the X and of course upload something new. For example, drag and drop your file, upload it right there, and you're going to be good to go. So that's specifically how you edit the top and the bottom section when it comes to your main homepage. Remember, we got rid of category 3, so let's just say we don't need that anymore. We can do that. Of course, anything else that's going to be in here, double click on and edit. Okay. And that's how you do that. Let's say we don't need a phone number there. We can hover over this and click on delete. And a lot of these things are going to be pretty basic, okay? And pretty much wrapping it up, like I said, I wanted to make this very quick. This is kind of showcases how you can navigate around the blog setting. Once you've created a template, once you have blog posts, how you can edit things, how you can delete them, how you can add to them. We talked about the categories. We talked a little bit about the pages, especially the home page. Everything else is going to be similar in that way. And of course, blog posts. And like we talked about, if you want to delete some of these, we can say, nope, we do not want that. We can confirm. Of course, when you're going to be creating a blog post, you're most likely going to want to delete all those dummy pages because they're just random placeholders that kind of show you how the template works in the first place. So overall, that's the very quick tutorial when it comes to the Systeme blog. I hope you got some value out of this. Hope it kind of gives you a better understanding of how things work. Now it's going to be up to you to kind of change things around, add different pictures, change around the text, and of course, simply just make it your own so it's tailored to you, your brand, and what you have to offer. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to test this out, in case you haven't yet, I will put a link in the description. Systeme does come with a free plan, which does allow you to create a blog. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. And that's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.